Hello everybody, welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT Livestream, in which I pray my fan that is far away in the corner of the room and on low is not ruining this microphone quality. It shouldn't be, or at the very least it should be tolerable. Today we are going to be playing Yindle, starring Crog, the woolly possum. I've never played this. This is a classic, which I've just never done. A few people were talking in chat before the stream, mentioning how this game sometimes gets confused with Yapak Sundria, starring Lewis, the hispid cotton rat. I might have that slightly off, but going by those titles and subtitles, you can probably guess where the confusion comes from. They are games by different people, though. This is by CJ, or Fat Rat, or Catherine. Seems like there's a couple names. Fat Rat might actually be a different person. My 2 seconds of research before getting everything ready for the stream was inconclusive, but I think they're the same person. Oh yes, you are more than welcome to tweet at her. I am always down for the authors of these games showing up. That way I can embarrass myself as I embarrass them. It feels far more fair that way. I did find on Lism's good old autofish.net page years ago, and also more years ago, he did interviews with several ZZTers of the era. So just drop the link to in chat. And Catherine here is actually interviewed twice, once in 2006 and once in 1997, and according to the second interview, she was 12 when she was interviewed for the first time, which is great. It is the interview of her at the age of 12 is not the most enlightening thing, but it's cool that we still have that stuff. Yes, I'm really glad that Clism actually is a patron. I'm really glad that he's kept this stuff up and sticks around in the background a bit. I think I'm actually interviewed in 2006. That's a link I desperately don't want to click, so let's not do that. But less autofish, more woolly possum. This title screen, once I unpause it, will start playing music. If it sounds familiar, that's because it's Alexis Jansen's music. But, as I actually did find when flipping through the game in advance, she says she got permission to use it. So, congrats to her for apparently being the only person who asked, ever. And I think it's the theme, I want to say it's Mission Enigma that has it, but I did not have the time to actually dig up the music. So let's give it a listen and let's get this show on the road here. I wanna learn all about Crog. I have a hunch that this music is going to be a little more intense than the game. But we'll see. Well, it's dark. After having a horrible dream about killer muffins with tomato sauce, you wake to the darkness of your hole. You are extremely hungry. Same. Okay. Oh, actually start off with some torches and a bed. And it's a brick. You could have it for breakfast if you want something with a bit more flavor. Your green Corpa Eclipsis plant. What a fantastic breakfast. Munch, munch, munch. Shred remains. Is that like a Latin name, or is Eclipsis supposed to be like eucalyptus? I don't know much about woolly possums, and I guess they eat bricks and plants. This is going to be a learning experience for everybody, I think. Oh no! My favorite chocolate has melted, metamorphosed into a squibbly crawler, and is now crawling away. There it goes. This is going to be one of those games. It's a lot of that 90s random humor that's actually very different from 2000s random humor. Looks like a very pointy board. It's a very good tree, too. Okay, I am not being hurt for touching the pokey bits. I'm the ladder. Ruin the artwork. Ah, yes, this is definitely very Epoch Sundry. Which one came first? Let's find that out real quick. This is dated July 96. And the original Sundria is October 95. Okay, so this game is almost certainly inspired by it. Which is fair. This is Guttle Curdle the Mountain Gibbon. He's asleep, so you decide to wake him up. Good morning, Crog. Good morning, Guttle. It's a lovely day, isn't it? Yes, it is indeed. The dust frogs are singing, the horse ticks are croaking. I had a fantastic dream about March gorillas. I love this writing. Lucky you, I had a horrible dream. Poor you. Well, seeing you had such a bad night, I'll give you the key to my banana room. Alright. I like this, Guttle. Thanks. It's like, this is genuinely good so far. I got no complaints. You ate the banana. Peel and all. I guess we get a split path here. I'm just gonna head to the left. Now, I want to ride the tram, please don't get me wrong. I'm worried about what the process will be like of turning around if I go this way. Let's actually take a look at the other side first. This looks not friendly, but more traversable. I believe this is a swamp with some sharks. It's definitely a swamp. And who lives in the swamp? Ooh. I was expecting that to be a carpet, not a glowing, fiery diamond. It is fire, not a gem. You got the horse tick. I like these games for teaching me about animals I have never heard of, and I don't think most people have either. What do you do? I sit around here doing nothing, waiting for nothing much to happen. You live in the middle of nowhere, do nothing except for wait for nothing much to happen. Is that right? Eliza. Well, more or less. Ah, you're so boring. Actually, I'm not. Without my large contribution of complete and utter boredom, the world would not exist. Also, I have an extremely valuable item hidden in my house. Where is it hidden? You really think I'd tell you that it's hidden under the bench I'm lying on? No. Hee hee, the moron. Alright. Let's look under the bench and find a wad of chewing gum resembling a hackle sausage. You grab. It might come in handy. Nice. Glad I got the sausage before riding the tram, that's for sure. Now to ride the train. How's everybody doing tonight? Ride the Zuts. Listen, everybody has fun making these things. Yeah, at some point. Kinda hoping it's just one board, though. I don't know how much of this I can take. Nice. Congrats on the second shot. Hope you have a Gatorade. Some other tasty drink. I somehow lucked out and just had 0 side effects from my second shot when I got it. Because I'm powerful. Red. Code Red. Well, what did you expect? Game without a plug? Anyhow, Code Red by Alexis Jansen is the bestest ZZT game. You are Kyle Lipschitz, a perfectly normal 16-year-old. Then one day, you turn on the news. You hear all about the dreadful government plot to turn all of Southern California into a toxic waste dump. With over 15 different songs, 3 parts, stunning special effects, and 8 spectacular endings, Code Red is the greatest ZZT game ever. To get you a copy of Code Red, email Alexis Jansen herself at AOL. Now back to our regular scheduled ZZT game, Yindle. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing quick little searches before I stream these things. To, you know, cut out email addresses and tweak names when appropriate. So, needless to say, Code Red left an impression on many people, including a young Catherine here. Is this a gun? No, I was way off. This is Naughty Wart the Hackle Sausage. I'm Crog, the woolly possum. What do you do for a living? I sit around contemplating what I'll have for lunch. Oh man. That's me. Sounds interesting. Believe me, it is. And sit here for days on end with images of sumptuous sausages, paranormal pancakes, and flamboyant fruit cake filling my little cyan head. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, bye. Yeah. Paranormal pancakes. Oh. Well, thought it was mold, but it was actually the great god Yindle. None saying goodbye. Are you not well? Huh? Ways of communication between beings can be not normal, not all the time. Oh, right. Well, I guess this is a Yindle. What if my possession maketh you be not at your anti-unusual dwelling? I was just havering a wandereth, or wander. What is your alibi for undertaking such a tasketh? I was bored. Can you speak normal? Yes, of course. Oh, good. Well, bring me a present, and I will give you something to do. What about this fantastic wad of chewing gum that resembles a hackle sausage? Yepeth. That'll do. Okay, so what's the quest? You can just get a quest like that? Tut-tut. What do I do to get a quest? How about a nice ham sandwich? Ham? But the great ham pigs live only in Thistlebar. Surely you do not intend for me to journey to Thistlebar. Yepeth, that is what I intend. But getting the ham will be a quest itself. That would mean that another quest would be a request? Oh my goodness. Did she come up with that? That's very good. Normally I would assume that that's too good for her to have come up with, but this game has been having some very creative writing to begin with. Boom boom. Aha, did you get that? A request. Yes, hilarious. I will now take you to the Green Pyramid. Green Pyramid, where's that? You will see. Do not return until you have the ham. Sayonara. Yeah, that too. Ooh, player clones. Wasn't paying enough attention to the outside world. Okay, so there's still more This seems like a very precarious game in terms of the order you do things. Because I would indeed have to turn around here and just, well, that's the code red board. I'm not walking all the way there to see what the ZZT board looks like. There we go, okay. So there's not much more to this branch. Just $2 hot dogs. Is that expensive in 1997? Or 96? I feel like this has to be like a pretty good hot dog. Oh wow, yeah, actually, I didn't even notice that. They are fading into the distance. Into the black sunset. What do you want? It says Huston Gondafleur. Hot dog, a chat, an argument, nothing. Let's, get right to it. Hot dog, okay, ketchup. Hot dog maker. Yes. Relish. No thank you. Bubblegum juice. Definitely. Rough berries. No thank you. Catnip. Oh, of course. Enjoy your dog. I don't know what that did. I think it probably gave me health. Did it give me a hot dog? Did not give me a hot dog. Alright, tell me more, Huston. What are you doing in the middle of the desert? Selling hot dogs. Why in the middle of the desert? Why not? An answer? Yes, it is. In this place that we live in. Yeah, sorry. In this place that we live in, everyone does things for no reason. Like what? Well, why are you here? Because I was bored. Are you often bored? Yes, most of the time. So why didn't you come another time? I don't know. You don't know because there isn't a reason that you can know. Right. Yes, I know. You get rather philosophical sitting alone in the desert for so long. I can imagine. So anyhow, what do you want? This is good writing. I'm actually knowing the author's age instead of just having to assume. Definitely makes this even more impressive. Alright. I mean, I don't actually want to argue with this incredibly good hot dog vendor, but... Okay. I don't think he's too mad at me. Alright. Now we can start looking for some ham. Here we are, on the pyramid. It was pointed out when I posted a screenshot of this that this looks very much like a pyramid from Best of ZZT. It also looks very much like a pyramid from Alexis Chanson's Cannibal Island, which I would also accept as a good reference, seeing as how she seems to be a fan of her games. Name? Crog. Occupation? None. Address? Hole under Turtle's tree. Species? Woolly possum. Reason for coming here? On a quest to find ham. For whom? Yindle. Okay. Enter. Now we got our paperwork in order. Look how authentic this pyramid is. And look at all that stuff in the corner. Very animated in ways that I wouldn't have expected. Welcome to the Green Pyramid. What brings you here? On a quest, great pharaoh. Oh really? What are you trying oh so valiantly to achieve? I am on a quest to get ham. Ham? You amuse me greatly. Getting ham. This has got to be the greatest joke of all time. No, it's true. On a quest from the great god Yindle. It says that if I find ham, he will give me a quest. Oh, so sorry. If it is Yindle you are seeking ham for, then I can believe you. So how can I help you? Perhaps a clue? Somewhere else to go, perhaps? Well, I'll tell you what. For years and years, I've been trying to create a soft drink with bubbles. Bubbles, you say? Yes, quite recently I perfected the formula, but the bubbles will not stay in the drink without some sort of stopper. That's why I need you to search my entire pyramid for a cork. Find the cork and I will help you. A cork? I will find a cork then. Excellent. Okay, so quest for the cork so we can get some help finding the ham so we can get a quest. And I guess that means we're going into this junk room here. Oh man, which of these would be a cork? Bomb in the corner is a contender. Upside down exclamation point's pretty good. I can see the pie as a stopper. So those are the ones I'm going to avoid. Ye old slot machine. Yes, please. Slip a gem into the machine. I'll pull the lever. Wrong lever. Well, the sparkly thing in the corner here, which doesn't do anything. I guess I'll save and see. Fantastic statue of a tiger. It's a hot dog from Code Red Part 2 by Alexis Jansen. Yum. It's not just any old hot dog. It is the hot dog. A smiley face. Well, there we go. A bottle of wine. Grab the cork, spill the cork. Spill the cork. Spill the wine. There's Naughty Ward again. The hackle sausage has returned. Ah, my guardian hackle sausage. Who was about to perform a miracle for us. What will it be? Oh dear. Well, that was probably terrifying for everybody outside. The weird garbage? Accurate. Dang, imagine being 12 and not afraid to say hell in a video game. Oh, that's a bomb. That's Barney. That's another Alexis Chan. Oh, okay. I was tricked. We were fooled. I wanted to touch everything here quickly before the bomb exploded and destroyed it all. A dead Barney. There's a key from Cannibal Island, another Alexis Jansen game that had the pyramid, so this all tracks. Statue of the Tiger comes alive. Oh! Well. And then it also mentions Pope's ZZT kit, which means that I actually really think I know what this music note is now. Get ready for a copyright strike. Alright, hope y'all like that. That one is also from ZZT Kit. I'd recognize that dark red on dark blue anywhere. That's a lie, I only recognized it because of the bomb. Otherwise, I would have been pleasantly surprised. Well, there seems to be more to this board. But I also seem to have trapped myself. Oh! Not a passage. People really like the teleporting trick. And for 96, that's a... I think that one's pretty early for that. I don't know who found that or when. That's something I'd like to get a more conclusive answer to. But we are out of the chamber. And here's the cork. Here's Rain Sobek. Now there will always be a refreshing drink when my people need it. Okay, so we get to go into the forbidden sections of the pyramid. This game has lots of references, so now I'm just... Oh, I think that... Is that the soda? Oh, wow. That's good. She's very good at these fake-outs. I was not expecting that to be an object. Endo key, okay. That's brown. I'm too old. I have to like lean into the screen to recognize ZZT's horrible doors. one of these has a... One has... Okay, yeah, that's the sold out, I suppose. Sold out light, oh man. Remember those? Wait, what's the top part? Could this be ammo? No, just 2 M&Ms. Take them anyhow. Delicious. That's great. What I was gonna say was that originally, when I thought I couldn't get into that room, was that that's like the Pharaoh's soda concoction and those were bubbles on top. But nope. M&Ms. And this... just a coffin. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a coffin. Just a coffin. Aha! Covering a hidden passage. After a nice relaxing fall, a not so welcome encounter with the ground. I am loving this game's writing. Uh-oh. Not the intruder. Was it wit? Was it indeed? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lieutenant Marfin Biblong, commander of the Ducat 3rd Unit. Should this mean anything to me? Indeed it should. The Ducat 3rd Unit is foremost, 3most, and therefore 7most important in the fight for an independent library card and hamburger herding system. What's your concern with me? You're clearly a spy from either the Kaluba tribe or even worse, Yindle himself. A spy? I am simply a humble woolly possum. So what are you doing in our kingdom? I'm on a quest. A quest from whom? And for what? Uh-oh. We're in danger here. To find Ham for Yindle. Ham? Yindle? You shall go into prison for this. Prison? Guards, take him away. I think I broke it, because I actually did kind of like bust out of the cell. Can't move up here. Yeah, well, I'll just cooperate. Ah, now this is really turning into Chrono Wars. The new prisoner. Allow me to show you your new living quarters. You have the cell with the red lock. The toilet is in the right corner. Here's your key. Enjoy your stay. Well, thank you for acknowledging this. Okay. Now I'm in prison. I have a doorbell. That's a very good doorbell sound, too. Yeah, what are you in for? Being a spy for Yindle. Whoa, I'm a prisoner of war, originally from the Grigbader sector of the Jindab army. Okay, see ya. Pardon me there. See your cell. Oh, this one doesn't have a lock. Well, sure enough. Uh-oh. It's a blues man. What's the matter? Beautiful. Alright, I guess it's time to start serving our sentence. The bad food. we don't have ammo. We have M&Ms. It's an extremely accurate doorbell noise. I'm impressed. I'm sorry I have to keep spamming it. I also don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. Nobody will talk to me. Any suggestions? Anybody know? There we go. He's gotta be enough of a jerk. That passage is definitely gonna be a teleport out of here. Oh no. Step onto the triangle, please, sir. Oh, I hope I didn't just break the game doing that. Okay. Oh, I think they were supposed to push me in there. It's, I'm very good at breaking things. I wasn't even trying that time. Solitary confinement. I have 3 guards watching me here. Let's stay awake and investigate this first. Okay, just another toilet. The solitary confinement has an equal number of people to talk to, and it's bigger, so they didn't do a good job of their torture, thankfully. Let's take a nap. You sleep for a while. When you awake, the guards tell you that it's time for your trial. Oh. You step onto the triangle again. It is such an interesting way of doing this. Show up energized to court. It's good luck. Mr. Crog? Yeah, what? You have been accused of being a spy. How do you plead? On my hands and knees? Mr. Crog, this is a serious matter. Sorry, not guilty. Not guilty what? Not guilty, Your Honor. Thank you. Now our first witness is Lieutenant Martin Viblong. Mr. Viblong? You're a spy. How would you know? How wouldn't you know? Good question. See, you even admit you're a spy. You didn't. Yes, you did. Sorry, Mr. Judge, sir. Well, it's all up to the jury. What's the verdict? This is a great trial. Charge of being a spy. A verdict, not guilty. Yay, I shall now have freedom. Hang on a sec. Charge, a boring dialogue. A verdict, guilty. Damn. Law swears. Mr. Crog, please rise for your sentencing. I hereby sentence you to 5 minutes in the Yellow Room, after which you will be released at the foot of Mount Menomina. Like the Muppets thing? God, I trust this game enough to genuinely believe that we might be in this room for 5 minutes. It is 6:37. And we are not speeding this up. There is... Oh no, okay. Oh no. Let's see. Just checking for a fake wall. There is a board to the north. This is powerful. I know Chicken Wire did this. Made you wait your sentence, but it like eventually was like, okay, you get the idea. Like, this is committing to it. Extremely powerful. Probably not gonna make for the best VOD though. Hope y'all skipped ahead, maybe. If you're truly willing to pay for your crimes like I am. So I guess this is a good reference to how yellow bordered rooms were reviled by this point for this to be the appropriate punishment. Well, we're a little more than halfway there. Let's see. When and how did you first get into ZZT? Asks Lism. About this time last year, I think. About a year ago, I read one of the ads in another Epic game, and so when I saw the file, I downloaded it. I didn't think much of Town, but luckily I downloaded Code Red as well. I had to fiddle around, and I eventually got the hang of it all. How many games have you created? What are they? The grand total of 2. I'm working on a game called Cheesy, which is set in the same world as Yindle. My games are Yindle and CJ's Wuzzles. What do you consider most important in a ZZT game? A decent plot, humor or intrigue, e.g. Mission Enigma or Stinky the sock-munching ocelot, good spelling, no syndromes, professional looking, a reasonable length. What tips, if any, would you give aspiring ZZT programmers? Learn from others. Give it to a few people to test before releasing. Get a rough plan going so it doesn't have a crummy ending. Neaten it up, and most importantly, have fun. What are your favorite ZZT games? Yapak, Stinky the Stock... I can't say that. Stinky the Sock-Munching Ocelot, Civian, Code Red, Mission Enigma, Nightmare, Turmoil, No Point, Yindle, not CJ Wuzzle, it was too beginnerish. And that's the first interview. I'm very thankful for this content right now. The second one, which is like a decade later? Let's see, what was the date? 1997, 2006. Almost a decade later. What have you created in ZZT? CJ Wuzzle and Yindle. As well as a cartoon thing called Nev the Nerd. When you think about ZZT, what games come to your mind and why? The canonical ones, of course. Code Red, Town, Civian, Yapak, etc. But also Kudzu and Pop, which are such sophisticated and atmospheric games. This part is like genuinely impressive. ZZT is of necessity a minimalist, restricted platform, aesthetically speaking. Nonetheless, it has the ability to be suggestive and surreal, as these games demonstrate. They really engage the imagination. The other unforgettable thing is the music, particularly that of Alexis Jansen. I'd love to know what she's up to now, as there are some gems in her composition. I hope she's making hundreds of thousands producing impeccable pop songs somewhere, as she achieved amazing things with a monovocals PC speaker. And that's to leave out the brilliance of her Megazook pieces. Oh, prison's up. Wow, we finally made it through the horrible emptiness of the yellow room. Go north to escape. That was 5 minutes. In ZZT time. Look, it even stopped being a yellow room just for us. ZZT timing is rough, to say the least. Ooh, this is a nice looking board. Well, I guess we're gonna ascend the mountains. Mount Menomina. Up we go. Now this is very Yapak. Arthur Dent? Who are you? I'm Arthur Dent. What are you doing on top of this mountain? I flew up here. Flew? Yeah, you heard me. I flew. How? Ah, okay. I guess it's just time for some straight-up Hitchhiker's Guide jokes. The art of flying is basically the art of throwing yourself at the ground and missing. Didn't you know that? Well, no, actually. How did you find out? I've journeyed the universe with my friends Ford Prefect, Trillian, and others. I know many interesting facts. Oh, right. What was your name again? Crog. Okay, goodbye. Hang on, don't leave yet. Why not? Because I'm stuck out here in the middle of nowhere and I'd like to be taken to the nearest building, thank you. Oh, okay. Hold my hand and don't let go. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting it to do that, but that's clever. I don't think that was much of a fall, though, honestly. It's trying. There's a very sensitive hand-holding. Okay. We made it. To Kaluba Temple. We're getting slid on down. After a lovely flight, Arthur drops you off at the nearest building. It appears to be some sort of temple. Not just any temple. Don't trust that object. I'm sure I do, but I wanted to hear the music first. I don't think that was an Alexis Jansen. At least it's not one that I immediately recognized. I still haven't actually played every single one of her games through, so. Book entitled The Kaluba Tribe by a Columbian. Let's read. Uh-oh. I'm always wary of tables of contents. Kaluba tribe are a fairly large group of scrub-dwelling Yigglebops who are followed of the god Kaluba. They're divided into 3 groups, the priests, the nobles, and the commoners. The nobles are a group of 17 Columbians who lead the common community. There are 2 supreme leaders, the Gringzops, who control everything in general. 4 nobles control all military affairs, 1 for defense, 1 for affairs concerning Yindle, 1 for affairs concerning the Ducat army, and 1 for affairs concerning the Wanderers. 6 nobles control affairs with the commoners, such as voting. 2 control finances, and 3 nobles control agricultural affairs. Look at this government she's created. The priests are the main disciples of Kaluba. There are 12 priests, 1 healer, and 1 head priest. Priests spend most of their time praying, helping others, and generally being holy. The healer is blessed with the special power of curing all disease. The head priest is the most holy of all Columbians. He prays and he talks to, helps and blesses visitors of the temple. The commoners are, as their title suggests, the general people of Kaluba tribe. At the time this book was published, there were 579 Columbians. Oh boy. I'm not even going to get paid for reading this one. There are 3 types of Columbian laws. The traditional laws given by Kaluba, the noble imposed laws, and the laws of the priests. Traditional laws. Thou must always visit a temple at least once a year. If one fails to do this, then they must visit a temple to be purified. Thou must shun the evil god Barnadius, and all his servants. 3. Eat salted mutton only with hot chocolate, and only if thou art purified afterwards. I'm worried this is going to be important. 4. Follow all the laws of the Gringzops. 5. If thou is spoken unto by thy mother, thou wilt take heed of her words. 6. If thou breaks any of these laws, thou must either be purified or sent into exile for 21 days. Laws of the Gringzops. Every farmer is entitled to have up to 8 1/4 square miles of farming. Of this land, only 1/4 of a square mile is to be used for fubloberry farming. The unemployed are to be supplied with 5 buckazoids per week. That's reasonable. But if an individual is found to be guilty of not bothering to get a job, then not only will the pay be known to 1 buckazoid, but the offense will be noted on their personal record. Well, means testing, though. Following sentences are the minimum punishment for the according crime. Crime and punishment. Theft, 24 hours community service. Grand theft, 24 months prison. Intentional unemployment, pay reduced by $4. This is... Honestly, I love this not as weird Yindle lore, but just as... What kind of a society a 12-year-old will invent if a 12-year-old has to invent a society. Assault, 15 months prison. Accidental wounding, 76 hours community service. Intentional wounding, year prison. Attempted murder, 4 years prison, followed by 6 years probation. Murder, 10 years prison, followed by 5 years probation. The occasion arises that we need to raise a large army, all males 18 years of age or above, and females 20 years and above, in expendable jobs, are to report to the noble in charge of defense and the nobles responsible for affairs concerning the attacking countries/countries. Jobs which are to be considered expendable are shopkeepers supplying luxuries, craftsmen, farmers not growing desperately needed crops, and the unemployed. This is wild. Visitors from groups that we are at peace with are to be treated like any native Columbian. However, if we are at war with the visitors group, provided that they are not majorly responsible for the war, then they will simply be kicked out of our area. If they are responsible, however, they will be taken, imprisoned, questioned, and then kept captive until the war subsides. Priest laws, oh boy. I am getting some water here. There's a lot to read. Help all visitors, no matter how the Grinzop's laws say you should treat them. Never turn down a request to be purified. Pray to Kaluba as much as possible. Never commit any evil. Never worship the evil Barnadius or any of his followers. Uniform. You know, in like 11th grade history, we had some group project at the end of the year to basically create our own weird society. If I had known about this, I could have copied and pasted it. Because this is about as pointless as that project was. The Grinzops were cyan and purple, and you can read that part. Kaluba was the greatest god ever. He was the twin brother of the god Yindle. At the beginning of time, Yindle chose to be on his own and to try and rule the Wanderers. Kaluba, however, chose to help a small group of squab-dwelling Yinglebops. Kaluba gave out laws about what his people were to do. He said that there would be 3 sections of Columbians. The nobles, we know this. Then one hideous day, Yindle declared war on every group on the earth. Even the massive militia of the Duquette army had trouble holding back the attacks, and so Kaluba decided to talk to his brother about peace. Kaluba and Yindle met atop Mount Manamana to discuss peace, but Yindle was too filled with hatred to listen to any serious talks. He called upon all his powers, and with one massive stroke, he killed Kaluba. This is the reason why, no matter what happens, Yindle and the Kaluba tribe are always at war with each other. It is also the reason why the priests always pray for Kaluba rather than to him. Yindle, it is said, is a follower of Barnadius, the big purple... Oh, I get it now. The big purple evil monster of whom everything bad is born. Oh, that's the end. All that just to tell me that we're gonna fight Barney. I'm 99% sure that's gonna happen. Anyways, now we gotta talk to the priest. Welcome, traveler. Who are you? Where am I? We're in the holy temple of Kaluba. We're the priest of the Kaluba tribe. On a quest from Yindle. You are a follower of Yindle? No, I am a follower of no one. I was bored, so I simply asked Yindle if he could give me a quest. And please don't lock me up. I only just got out of the Duquette army's dungeons. So you too are an enemy of the Duquette armies? Well, to be truthful, I had never heard of them before I was imprisoned by them. So you are one of the Wanderers? Suppose so. Okay, how can we be of service to you? Well, you couldn't direct me to the Great Plains of Thistlebar, could you? Well, please? Pretty please? With a cherry on top? Okay, go out the back door. Follow the road north until you come to a cliff edge. When you look down, you will see the plains. Okay, we've done it. I have to know, how big is this board? Because that seemed like a good amount of text. Prison, mountains, phenomena. This board is 15 kilobytes. That's, yeah. Well, the book is 6. The head priest is 1.5. So actually, that's not nearly as bad as Keegan, but still a bit more information than needed. And Keegan was kind of intentionally trying to be a lot of text. Alright, so is this the Kaluba? Yes. Okay. This is a grungy looking board, wow. This is kind of the downside to STK is that everything gets very gloomy once you have access to dark colors suddenly. Uh-oh. Where are we going? Oh no. Not him again. Oh, hello. You again. God, why do you keep following me? Guardian Hackle Sausage. Okay. I knew you would need to get down the cliffs to find the great ham pigs of Thistlebar. I have a feeling this game's going to end on a cliffhanger. How can you help? You're 10 times smaller than me. You can never lift me down. You don't even have wings. Yes, that's true, but what? But still, I can help you. How? By calling my friend Higgy. Who's Higgy? Wait and see. Alright, who's Higgy? Ah. Hey, it's Higgy. Hello, Mr. Crog. I am Higgy, the greatest of the ham pigs and the only pig gifted with the ability of flight. Hi, I am Crog, most pathetic of the woolly possums, and the only mammal who has the gift of perpetual bad luck. I understand that you have come here to take me away to Yindle, so that you may receive a quest and so rid yourself of the boredom which has followed you all of your life. Well, yeah, I suppose so. Well, before you do, let my friend Mr. Naughtywort tell you something about your quest giver. Uh-oh. Well, as you undoubtedly read, Yindle is the twin brother of Kaluba. In all his life, he has been trying to gain control of the world. To do so, he must first gain control of all the Wanderers and turn them into his private army. To do this, he needs to do one thing. Is that, pray tell? Just shut up and listen. Where was I? He needs to do one thing? Oh yes, he needs to do one thing. That is to destroy all of the Wanderers' guardian hackle sausages. To do this, he needs 2 things. Something resembling a hackle sausage, and the supreme powers of a ham sandwich. Oh no! We've been tricked. Betrayed. A lot of chewing gum, the quest, they were all part of his evil scheme. Exactly. So when you came along wanting a quest and offering a replica of a hackle sausage, it was a dream come true. So how can we stop him? We cannot stop Yindle ourselves. We can certainly prevent him from ever getting rid of the hackle sausages. How? You must simply never go back to your hole. You must either live with the ham pigs or join the Kaluba tribe. What happens if I live with the ham pigs? I change you into a ham pig, and you live forever with godly powers. So I join the Kaluba tribe. Live out your normal lifespan as part of the Kaluba tribe. I kind of hope this is like a choice. Oh, I choose to live with the... It's gotta be the ham pigs. The ham pigs? Alright. Higgy will fly you down to the plains of Thistlebar. There he will change you into a ham pig. But even though you will be a ham pig, I will be watching you. Thank you so much, Naughtywort. You saved my life. And my own. Don't forget that Yindle wanted to get rid of us hackle sausages. Yeah, whoops. Anyhow, enjoy your flight. I will be watching you. The end. Oh. I guess that's the end. Concept, CJ. Story, CJ. Graphics, CJ. Producer, CJ. Playtesters, S. Ryan and Bargesi. Music, theme. Evil Theme by Alexis Jansen. Code Red music by Alexis Jansen. Temple music. Jig from Serenade converted to ZZT by CJ. Oh, wow. She did that one all by herself. She did a very good job converting that. Now we have to look that one up. Cast of characters, starring Crog the Woolly Possum, Yindle, Naughty Wart the Hackle Sausage, also featuring Guttlecurdle, Fuegot, Huston Gondafleur, the Pyramid Guard, the Pharaoh, the Tiger, Lieutenant Marfin Biblong, inmates, prison guards, Judge Yada, jury, Arthur Dent, head priest, healer, priests, Higgy, special thanks, Bargesi and Sarah Ryan, the playtesters, Alexis Jansen for letting me use her music, ZZT Turbo / Z-Power Productions for the fire. Hope you have enjoyed Yindle version 1.1 by CJ of Porky Vermin Productions. Email me at an email address that, according to the text file, is her father's, which is great, because it's also like a medical department at a college or something. I think medical. It's good. And get to finally get a good look at Higgy here with his sausage-like tail. Alright, well, convenient split. Let's see what the other ending is. Kaluba. You choose the Kaluba tribe? Okay, Higgy will give you a ride over to the temple, where you will find the leaders of the Kalubans praying. Tell them you wish to join them, and they will tell you what to do. So much. Oh, is that going to be it? I guess so. Yep. Well, that's one way to do two endings. And it's a surprising lack of a cliffhanger there. Was not expecting to wrap up so rapidly. That was a lot of fun, though. Yes, definitely. Pick. So that was Yindle by CJ of Porky Vermin Productions. That was fun. Like, that game has some writing that's really good. Like, I'm really not used to ZZT humor holding up. That was fun to run through. It was very straightforward. I feel like it probably would have been more annoying if I had gone the wrong way at the few little splits in the road, considering everything kind of railroads you in the ends. Yeah, this is one I've heard the name Yindle a bunch, and CJ's Wuzzles, one of her other games, like as a pair. But it's just one that I had never played before. I mean, similarly with Yapak Sundria. So now I know, and I'm impressed. It was good. She hasn't done a ton. As her later interview says, it's just Yindle, Wuzzle, and Nev the Nerd. Which is kind of a shame, because she seemed to be on a roll at a pretty young age, honestly. Like 11, 12 years old. And coming of age, basically, right when the ZZT community starts sort of exploding with quality, and then you get, like, a year or two. Part of me just worries as, like, that her story ends with, oh yeah, the ZZT community started treating me crappy because I was a girl. Because the ZZT community was shitty and did not have a lot of women, and, you know, it sucks. Or, you know, maybe she just got bored with ZZT. That's equally valid. I genuinely have no idea what it is. I mean, the fact that she was more than happy to talk with Clism for the interview, and she wasn't like, oh yeah, it's ZZT community, I wanted to keep making games, but I didn't. She doesn't say anything like that, so I imagine it's a happier ending, and just she stopped, started doing other things. But that was fun. I definitely do wish she would have stuck around, because what was this, 96? Yeah, so she'd only have been like 3 years older than me. There we go. She has a website with an Australian domain. Ooh. Oh, actually, going back to her interview that I didn't get to finish reading because we got out of prison. There's a. What are you up to? I'm still skipping, actually. Please go. Here's actually the direct link. Do those interviews. Well, that's the second area, but you can get to the rest from there. I'm not going to read this whole thing because I'm going to wrap this stream up, but cutting ahead to what are you up to lately in life generally. This semester I'm finishing my Bachelor of Arts, majoring in Critical Theory and Cultural Studies, lots of European philosophy. What this actually means is that I've been procrastinating a lot, and studying German also. I've been noodling about with drum machines otherwise. Oh, and attempting to bring down capitalism, as one does. So, I think she turned out okay. Very curious what I'll get if I click these things on this website. Everybody make sure to check that out too. But that's going to be it for tonight. Let me swap over to our credits real quick. Thanks everybody for sticking around. Thanks again to patrons, Twitch subscribers, the works. If you want to keep supporting this, well, you can see the address. Patreon.com/worlds of ZZT. I mean, a ton of music. Good. I'm going to be curious about it. She probably did. Like, I am going to definitely check this site out once I get a moment. That's going to be it for now. We will be back on Sunday. This time for realsies, with more chronobores, and then, continuing to next week with another poll selected game. If you're interested in getting stuff on those polls, that's a patron perk. $2 a month lets you just start nominating stuff. I don't have a fun, good system in place yet. Right now, it's just like when I did my pledge drive, asking people for a couple suggestions. It's a pretty short list, too. Like, as you've seen, these poll choices are already repeating. And I kind of gonna have to keep repeating the themes that I have that can work for multiple things. Like, a game from 1993, there's several of those. But when you just nominate Yindle, that kind of just takes it off the list. I'm not playing Yindle again anytime soon. So, thank you all for watching. And I hope to see you next stream. Later.